So YouTube family, let's talk about what's really going down in Cleveland, family. Listen to me. The reports are coming in rapidly that Bailey Zappe is likely to be named the #2 quarterback behind Dillon Gabriel instead of Shedeur Sanders. I know, a practice squad guy that was just there as a serviceable practice piece is about to outjump the #2 quarterback. Now, and honestly, none of us should be surprised. DJ BlessOne been telling you guys for a while. From day one, I've been telling y'all, Coach Kevin Stefanski, General Manager Andrew Berry, and the offensive staff, Tommy Rees and Billy Musgrave, and never wanted or never truly trusted nor wanted Shedeur Sanders in the first place. That's not hate. That's the reality. See, Jimmy Haslam only wanted him for business purposes, not football. This is going to be a great video. I got probably 30 different receipts, including 20 different videos added on this video. So it might be one of them 20 to 30 minute videos. So if you work the third shift, the late night shift, you're going to enjoy this video. You know how I give it up. When I do these elongated videos, I only speak truth. Go ahead and smash that like button and wait for my theme song.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, it's my fault. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my...
Okay, family, let's just be honest and let's talk about it. From this situation that I've been making you guys aware, this whole Shedeur situation wasn't a football decision. It was a business move made by owner Jimmy Haslam, who saw Shedeur as a marketing gold mine, not a quarterback to build around. Haslam knew bringing in Deion Sanders' son would boost ticket sales, jersey revenues, and the national attention for a team that's been struck in mediocrity, and I probably butchered that, just like the Browns quarterback situation, no pun intended, but it's been a mediocre, below average, functional, actually surprisingly, organization for well over 4 decades, and way worse since the purchase to the Haslam families in 2012. So let's just get to the receipts and get to the actual situation that should be talked about. As you see, his head coach, Kevin Stefanski, hates Shedeur Sanders. I just dropped that video because I'm making a movie, but each video is going to make sense. You can put all the videos together and we'll get to it. So the fact that Zappe all of a sudden is some type of contender, it seems any trash quarterback gets overhyped through the media, through the Cleveland media as well, through the coaches as well. Like, it's not just with Joe Flacco, who all of a sudden everybody wants him. It's the same thing with guys such as watered down Kenny Pickett. No offense, it's factual. Dillon Gabriel is hyped up through the world now, when 6 years in college football, he couldn't even get that hype. He couldn't even get that hype as Oregon quarterback and being a Heisman candidate. But for some rare reason, because he's over Shedeur and you want anything to be over Shedeur, that's who you got. Well, senior sports writer for Yahoo, Charles Robinson, he said, yes, Kevin Stefanski did decline to name a #2 quarterback, rookie Dillon Gabriel, following the trade of Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. But he also sounded like a head coach who didn't have any plans to lose the most experienced veteran in his quarterback room, nor suddenly have a hole at the backup spot. On Wednesday, he was answering, and you guys can read the rest of that. We know what the coach answered. The coach did not want Shedeur. Shedeur even responded to the whole situation. Let's go to Shedeur's response right quick before I play anything else leading to this, because Shedeur's response was evidently clear what's going on with the Cleveland Browns.
What did you think about the news today about Joe Flacco getting traded to Cincinnati?
No, I'm in a great mental space overall. So I would say you tend to get a little bit more excited, you know, when you see a light at the end of the tunnel, for sure. So my job at first was, you know, to prepare the defense, and I think I did a pretty good job. But they got Myles Garrett and everybody over there, so, you know. But anyways, I did a pretty good job, you know, and whatever my role is here, like I'm thankful. I'm happy just to do that.
Whatever my role is here, I'm thankful, I'm happy. Let's go back to senior sports writer Yahoo, Charles Robertson, because this is what he breaks down more further. This is what he said Kevin Stefanski said. The Joe trade took us by surprise, Stefanski said, speaking broadly about the organization. That's not something we saw coming. They called us. It happened very fast, and it happened not too long ago. The reason why I'm showing this, even though we heard Kevin Stefanski speak on it, well, it's to show you how that was adamantly so. He doesn't not only like Shedeur, but he'll go out of his way to throw guys like Andrew Berry under the bus, tokens like Andrew Berry, but also to go out of his way and find any extreme excuse not to ever let Shedeur. Well, he suits up, but not to touch the actual game day grass, not to be on the sunny lawn and watching people. You know why I call it yawn? It's a boring game. It's a boring offense they play. But on the boring yawn on the lawn will have fans suffering more. So he has to find an excuse and not just show openly in front of us that we're not going to let Shedeur start. So this is Zappe in practice, guys. So he have these throws that are supposedly, I was showing you Zappe and Flacco in practice, but the way they hype up Zappe is what you guys should pay attention to. I don't know if he was throwing on the reps there or it was only Joe Flacco, but you can clearly see the reps to how it was going. It was abysmal to a certain degree, but not all the way. This is Zappe in West Baltimore, ladies and gentlemen. When I say West Baltimore, Baltimore Ravens play like they from the west side of Baltimore anytime they play the Browns.
We'll talk about some of them for Cleveland. Zappe looks to throw, and he threw a pick. Threw it right into the hands of Nate Wiggins, and the rookie walks in for an early pick six. We'll talk about some of them for Cleveland.
So that's just one of the interceptions. That's the guy that is replacing Shedeur Sanders. You know, the guy last year who threw that Cleveland got rid of, but for some weird reason they picked him back up. Why? The Shedeur effect or the primetime effect? What about this interception?
Times for the Browns.
You don't remember this?
Zappe.
It's not echoing to you guys yet. Big man is picking off Zappe. The big guy is picking him off. And I'm supposed to be not flustered with the decision making. I'm supposed to be thrilled like most of you Cleveland supporters. I mean, let's just keep it real. It's going to keep happening.
40 seconds to go. Zappe with a fake snap. Fake spike. Pardon me. It's intercepted. Oh, boy. Rodney Thomas.
And you think it can't get worse, but it gets worse. Even when he doesn't throw interceptions. Look, even Dillon Gabriel throws better than this scrub. You see what I mean? He no arm and no accuracy, and this is the guy they're dwelling Shedeur upon like he's some type of scrub. But you guys have to be honest, man. Here's the thing here. The people running football operations in Cleveland don't care about star power. They care about control. Kevin Stefanski runs that team like a private club. If he didn't handpick you, listen to me, God. You're probably like, what is BlessOne talking about? Andrew Berry runs the team. No, Kevin Stefanski runs the team. This is why he was infuriated that the decision was made without him. If you don't fit his exact mold, you'll never move up no matter how hard you work. That's exactly what's happening to Shedeur Sanders right now. If you don't believe it, just watch the videos and what I said and see what came into fruition. He doesn't like Shedeur Sanders at all. That's exactly what's happening. Instead of rewarding his preseason play, instead of developing his confidence, they're letting politics decide the quarterback room, naming Bailey Zappe, even though they didn't go out and name him, but that's what they're doing. So let's pretend they come out and show Shedeur as the number 2. The fact that you made Shedeur Sanders, who's been your active number 3, and made him wait before just ride off with the rite of passage of naming him second on the depth chart, it shows you a guy who hasn't proven himself to be a coach, just like the quarterback Zappe, who got to be in this position. He himself hasn't proven much as the number 2 over Shedeur. It tells you everything that you guys need to know. Now, let's continue with more facts and stats. So senior sports writer Charles Robinson goes more into it. You guys can pause and read it. It breaks down decision makings of Stefanski that should concern people about the developing of Shedeur Sanders. So basically what I'm telling you, Yahoo Sports writer Charles Robinson is basically showing you to what I'm showing. I'm just getting more of substantiated facts also from people you respect more than me, because I get it. I got dreads. I look how I look. A lot of you people are lower, insecure people, so you rather believe the people you look at on TV or the people you read on your local newspaper. So I'm doing that for you. So they're saying what I've been saying. Now, Charles Robinson said this could also comes down to a simple question about Sanders. Is he ready to go play in Pittsburgh if he's called upon? There isn't any hesitation in that answer. So basically that is what they're Robinson is saying, that Kevin Stefanski doesn't believe Shedeur can go to Cleveland and be a serviceable backup to your guy Dillon Gabriel. He doesn't believe it at all. And you guys, I'm doing surgery on my gums and mouth because of a butt surgery I'm not going to get into. When I did a root canal, the root canal was fine, but it was for a butt situation dealing with this teeth right here prior to that. So if I'm badgering some things or certain ways, work with me, I'll clarify it and rectify it. So senior sports writers was showing you everything I've been saying with facts just based on the moves of Kevin Stefanski. So even if they name Shedeur the number 2 quarterback, we all got to see with living proof who they favor more. So if you see Shedeur Sanders the number 2 quarterback, it's because they were forced to by the whole conglomerate of what the NFL is. The NFL cartel can't let you gullible fans see how open up front how they are with their disrespect towards anybody, especially the ones who look like us. Now, Browns are paying several quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen. They're paying over 8 quarterbacks, and yet you Cleveland Brown fans want to tell me this is a functional, credible, professional organization. Like, this is a sad situation when you have to lie for the dysfunctional organization that you defend. Why would you defend an organization like that? And let's go back to those 8 quarterbacks. Look how much money that they're paying each one. Deshaun Watson, $35.9 million, and that's guaranteed. Jameis Winston, who's getting an NFL game check, he's getting paid more than your starting quarterback, Dillon Gabriel. Is this just the cheapskate family business? Then you got Joe Flacco, who's still owed $99,000. Shedeur Sanders, lower amount than that. Can you believe that? Shedeur's getting lower amount than what Joe Flacco is. This tells you everything about your organization. And Zappe, $315,000, which is a lot for a practice squad guy. That money will shoot up. Trust me, it will go up. They traded Dorian Thompson-Robinson only to still be paying the young man right now $171,000. I don't care if you think that money is nothing to the league. That's a lot to pay for Casper the Ghost, who isn't even at your team. And you think they got all the money given to Kenny Pickett already? Well, he's being favorable with a quick $8,000. I know several guys on the block who can use $8,000 right now. Now, Emmanuel Acho is going to go further deeper and expound upon what we say. I'm actually shocked in Emmanuel Acho, whatever, because usually he's stepping and fetching. But right here, maybe reality set in when he got fired by Fox Sports, but he became a brother again, and minus the cosplaying, and he actually defends Shedeur Sanders the right way while exposing Kevin Stefanski.
Shedeur Sanders should be the backup, period. Bailey Zappe, who Kevin Stefanski is currently trying to figure out if he's going to be the number 2. You've seen him play in Cleveland before. He started week 18 last year against the Baltimore Ravens. The Browns lost 35-10. Bailey Zappe had a touchdown and 2 picks. And y'all didn't choose to sign him. So the Chiefs signed him, and then the Chiefs cut him August 28th, and then y'all re-signed him. But you already knew what you felt about Bailey Zappe, because at the end of the season last year, you let him go. So clearly you didn't want him that bad. And now that it's time for Shedeur to get a turn, you're like, You know, this Bailey Zappe dude, you know, we got to see what we feel about him. You saw him. He was bad, regardless of how you feel about Shedeur. At this point, you have to feel bad for Shedeur, because what the heck is this? Shedeur Sanders should be the backup. Period. Bailey Zappe.
I've been messing up Bailey Zappe name the whole time on purpose. If you go to my other video, it's evil to live backwards. Live, evil, live, evil, evil, live. Yeah, because I'm not going to care if I butcher his name or not. You so-called brand new fans of Bailey Zappe, you can go upon and love the situation with him. But let's just go a little bit more deeper. Now, let's keep it real. Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Coach Prime, already knows what's up. You can tell by his comments a couple of days ago, really a day and a half ago, when he said he doesn't care who the Browns trade or what they do. That wasn't random at all, ladies and gentlemen. That was a father speaking from what he heard behind the scenes to what Shedeur Sanders already been telling him about the lowly Cleveland Browns. This is what Deion Sanders really meant by when he said he didn't care about the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I got that text in practice.
I was just wondering what your reaction is.
I don't give a damn about the Browns at all. I care about the Colorado Buffaloes. I do love me some Shedeur Sanders, don't believe that. I care about him. The rest of that mess, I don't, okay? I'm a coach trying to win just like they're trying to win games, but I could care less of who they traded. I'm pretty sure Pac is going to get on his podcast and do what he does and break it down to you and for you. Ain't you, Pac? Yeah, I got that text.
Man, I like that snippet in the background just to make it make even more sense. But Zappe, bro, he's not it. I've showed you with receipts after receipts, but we have to be honest why Coach Prime feels the way he feels about that organization. Shedeur is clearly telling his dad the truth about this abysmal organization. Like, listen to me. This organization is being told how it really moves based on their own mouthpiece talking pieces when they get in front of that camera or any audio microphone format. You're seeing the truth from Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry, from Jimmy Haslam, and you're also seeing it from the Cleveland media and all of you gullible Cleveland fans. I'm just be real about it. How basically they treat their players can't control how politics in the front office outweigh performance on the field. Coach Prime is biting his tongue publicly, okay, and he's trying to do it the right way while still keeping it real and being down. But you can hear the disappointment between the lines on what's really going on. Now let's just look at more actual facts to the truth between Dillon Gabriel, Zappe, and Shedeur Sanders, and it's a truth we should really look at. If they're willing to waste money like that, can you imagine Kevin Stefanski getting angry and upset in front of everybody about what's going on with the moves being made without him? See, I like what Charles Robinson in the Yahoo, what he said. He said the most interesting revelation Stefanski had to offer was suggesting more than once that it was general manager Andrew Berry who ultimately made the decision to flip Flacco to the Bengals with a 6th-round pick in 2026 NFL. And you guys remember, he got a 5th round and Shedeur was what? A 5th round. So they traded Flacco for another 5th round. Don't let that go over your head. So AB makes those decisions, Stefanski said, of the trade. I trust AB. We talk every decisions we make. The Bengals wanted Joe. I trust in their decision. Why would you have to reiterate trust several times and emphasize it? Is as you're letting us know, man, it's Berry, man. I didn't do X, Y, and Z. Jimmy did the same thing to Berry. Berry made the pick, not me. And you people believe this. Andrew Berry is nothing more than a stepping fetching who's stuck in a position. This is him after every decision. Exactly.
I'm sorry, Mr. Whitaker, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
After every decision.
I said, God help me.
That's him after every decision. You can't fake it. He's stuck. He has to acquiesce like that. But if you don't believe me, that's what your guy Stefanski said, where here's him flexing right now.
Decided if Shedeur is going to be your number 2 active quarterback for this weekend yet?
Well, first I'd tell you is the Joe trade took us by surprise. That was not something that we saw coming. You know, they called us and That's happened very fast and happened not too long ago. So still working through all roster type.
I mean, when he say they call us, he's letting you know he makes a lot of these decisions. Why not say they called our general managers or like typical normal NFL fans and personnel? They called our front office. He said they called us because he is entitled to the decisions. If you don't believe it, you're a fool. This is my message to all the gullible Cleveland Brown fans and the Shedeur Sanders haters. That's right. Stop it. Get some help. Most of you guys need that help. Ryan Clark said it best about that fiasco circus show.
Whatever Kevin Stefanski says is fair because it's Kevin Stefanski's team and it's his process. I also think it's extremely obvious that Kevin Stefanski doesn't mess with Shedeur Sanders the way the outside public believes that he should. When you think about this process, it feels that Kevin Stefanski wasn't ready to draft Shedeur Sanders, and then upon drafting him, he didn't put a plan in place to handle the person. You have to understand with Shedeur Sanders is going to come more media attention, more scrutiny. He's going to be treated unlike anything else in that locker room or anything else we see in the league based on his position. He won't be treated like a backup. He won't be treated like a third stringer. He won't be treated like a practice squad guy. You're going to have to answer questions about him, which is why you need answers prepared. If he is still figuring it out, which he should be, which he is, give them a reason why. Give them a Shedeur Sanders reason why. Give them a Bailey Zappe reason why. Don't give them an excuse. And I'm in full agreement with Mina. If he is not named the backup quarterback, it's time to part ways. It's time to trade him. It's time to get him out of your locker room because clearly your plan for development is not to develop Shedeur Sanders as a future starter of your team. And too much comes with him if you don't see that sort of plan.
I agree with my brother Ryan Clark, and he said it exceptionally best because at the end of the day, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski, he said it basically in a nutshell that Bailey is going to be the backup, and it's not a lock for certain that Shedeur is the number 2. So even if Shedeur gets named the number 2 later on, why did he have to wait so long? So it's still a lose-lose situation to embarrass Shedeur Sanders and what he was in the college level, which was an exceptional quarterback that should have been number 1 or number 2 pick for the last 2 years, but you're going to make an excuse. Let's be honest. Listen to me, guys. This is why Cleveland continues to stay in that losing circle. They refuse to embrace change. They draft young talent for headlines and then let outdated thinking ruin it all. This is factual. See, 92.3 The Fan, they agreed with me, and they also exposed Kevin Stefanski.
There are plenty of questions about your current starting quarterback. But only in Cleveland, and this is not a rip because I think it's the question that everyone wanted asked, only in Cleveland is the first question at the head coach. So what are you doing with Shedeur Sanders? The guy that's been your number 3 all season long. The guy who's been inactive for every game. The guy that's been the emergency quarterback for every game. What are you doing with him? Only in Cleveland. Only in Cleveland does this stuff happen.
Can I throw a couple of thoughts out at you?
Yeah, I thought you caught something that I didn't as we were talking in the break, and I'm like, he did not name who the number 2 is.
All right, well, let me start with this.
Well, hang on, let me say, just before we went to the press conference, I said, I don't think he's going to tell us. I was
going to say you were right.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Bailey Zappe, but I don't think he's going to tell us because he's clearly going to buy himself some more time for the rest of the week.
You were right. Yeah. You said that. I thought he'd go ahead and say something.
There are plenty of questions about your current starting quarterback.
Now, I agree with 92.3 The Fan, even though they've been critical of Shedeur as well. But the Rizzo show proved me correct because you go back to my video when Zappe got picked up, I said this is somewhat bad news for Shedeur Sanders, and people called me foolish and all type of names. But then it was before I go to the Rizzo show, let's go where it was admitted. Hold on, I got the receipts, bro. I am that petty to a certain degree. It was admitted by Billy Musgrave where Zappe was getting more reps with the practice squad than Shedeur Sanders. I mean, Mary Kay the Tweaker was the one who posted it and proved me correct. This is what she showed here. Coach Billy Musgrave acknowledged that all three quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur, and Bailey Zappe, are running scout teams at different times this week. It's hard to simulate Ravens Lamar Jackson, but you told us Shedeur is not a Lamar Jackson type of quarterback. So why is he simulating it? Because you look at Zappe, more of that type, and more excuses to give him more reps than Shedeur. But that's what you guys didn't want to listen to.
Backs are trying to do their best, as we know. Tough to replicate that character. Yeah, I think every team that plays Baltimore is in the same boat. You just got to brace for impact on game day.
That was Billy Musgrave's excuse, and you Cleveland fans take it. I am the receipt king. I am going to bring receipts all day, just like the Rizzo show, Cleveland, ESPN Cleveland radio, the Rizzo show. He was correct. Well, I was correct too, but I'm going to play this from August when they said this.
If they do elevate Bailey Zappe to emergency quarterback 3 and just what would happen to Shedeur? Where would he be?
He'd just be inactive.
Okay. If that's the plan, then just let the kid go. Or are you trying to still make money off his jersey? Do you see him as a football player, or do you see him as a marketing tool? That's what you need to decide. Because the people that want to see him football are getting really frustrated.
I agree with that all the way. Remember what I've been saying? Are they getting him for actual football talent, worthy player type of vibes? Or are you keeping Shedeur behind the scenes for Jimmy Haslam's whole scheme with what he have with Ohio politicians, which are the merchandise and jersey sales? And it's really deeper than that. I've been saying it and showing you receipts. Go to my lateral videos that get into that. But we got more receipts to show you I've been proven correct, because Mr. Pac-Man Jones, my spiritual brother, he said this months ago when this situation happened and your boy Shedeur got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Remember, I warned Cleveland not to draft Shedeur because we don't need a talented quarterback to go there. This was even before the draft. I insinuated and I stated my sole reasons, and I got attacked by everybody who wanted him to go to Cleveland. So me and Pac-Man were correct, but Pac-Man said it after the fact, which still proved me correct.
I don't understand how Shedeur went all the way to the 5th round and by the worst team. I know what everybody else want to say, saying the politically correct thing, fuck that. I don't think he should be here. And I really do think the president has something to do with this in a good way. Like, hey, yo, tweet about it, boom. Obviously, he get picked 5 minutes later from the worst motherfucking team that could have picked him. And the coach, I don't know if y'all seen the interview of the fucking coach. This fucking guy has the GM, sorry. This fucking guy have no coof about nothing that he is fucking saying. Andrew Berry, shove it up your ass. The worst interview do about a player that they are drafting. He's saying shit that we already know. You got we expect him to come in and card, nothing's given to you. Ain't nothing got you to know fucking body. He's a fucking 5th round pick. You got 5 motherfucking quarterbacks.
Man, it's a waste, and it's terrible to see that situation gets over there, because we can clearly see what's really going on when you got Deshaun Watson, who's right there ready to roll and rock, and he looks good. Deshaun footwork looks amazing. This is a recent video, and that's what Jimmy Haslam, Andrew Berry, and Kevin Stefanski, Billy Musgrave, and Tommy Rees, this is what they're really banking on, is this guy right here that they invested the full house on. It's Deshaun Watson. And you cannot no longer ignore that. Shout out to G. Bush, who seems to be the only sane Cleveland media rep. G. Bush said, if #Browns want to play Bailey Zappe, go right ahead, stand on business. But remember, we are all watching in real time. Every time you swing and miss on evaluations, it makes it more obvious to the masses that the Browns leadership might actually be the real problem. 4-24 and counting. I'm sorry, G. Bush. As much as I love you, people should have been seen the problem 3 decades ago. And if we're being specifically about the Jimmy Haslam ran Cleveland Browns, you guys should have seen this since 2012. All the moves that's been made, it shouldn't have taken the Shedeur Sanders for you guys to know how abysmal your organization is. I mean, look at the stats of Zappe. This is the guy that they're propping up as this new and improved Joe Flacco. He's not even Joe Flacco. That's Dillon Gabriel. I don't know what Bailey Zappe is, but if Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays are trash day, he's below that. No ifs and buts about it. This is Bailey Zappe when he sees Shedeur Sanders walking around, because he knows the secret that we knows. He knows how the team really feels about Shedeur Sanders because they talk to Bailey Zappe and they tell him, don't you ever dare worry about it. Let's be honest. If Shedeur Sanders was drafted by a team that actually wanted to build around him, we'd be seeing something special in Cleveland. And instead of that, but in Cleveland, it's always about egos, not executions of X and O's. It'll never be that over there. Gradually, we see the abysmal fireworks taking off, and the fire needs to be on something else, but we can't say that on this platform. So we'll go to Emmanuel Eko again, who's been on fire, along the likes of Adam Schefter. Let's start with Adam Schefter, that's circled. He said Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski was not committed today on whether rookie Shedeur Sanders or practice squad quarterback Bailey Zappe would be the team's backup. Hold on, guys. Let's not negate the fact that now they're looking at Shedeur not as a practice squad guy when everybody told us he was a practice squad guy. So which is it? So now a practice squad guy is going to skip an actual roster guy. I've never really seen it in that type of way. I mean, it happens in the league, but the quarterback level, this is like Kurt Warner all over again, but Kurt Warner actually got selected to be a roster guy. So Emmanuel Eko said, I'm so confused. If Stefanski makes practice squad player Bailey Zappe QB2, Shedeur has to request to be released. He'll never play in Cleveland. But you guys told me I lost my mind. In the last 2 days since that Joe Flacco trade, everybody are now saying what I've been telling you guys. Shedeur Sanders, say something. Not this, high road behavior, turn the other cheek while getting smacked on the other side of the cheek. Meanwhile, Rex Ryan, his pretty boy, Mark Sanchez is out here fighting 69-year-olds. Now everybody are in agreement to what I'm saying. I made the word sabotage become beautiful, and everybody said I lost my mind. Now everybody is rectifying with themselves and saying what word? Sabotage. Stephen A. Smith said this 2 months ago, because you have to come into fruition with what I'm saying. I'm not just going off my own personal feelings. I'm going off actual facts, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's just go to what every real football fan in Cincinnati feels. This is you guys over here in Cleveland. My bad, Cincinnati does feel the same way, but in particular, real football fans who know the real deal, this is how you feel looking like a clown defending Cleveland Browns. Leave that Newport and Marlboro Lights alone and get to the real facts of things, because you coping, well, cope with this. If Zappe is named a starter, let's say if Shedeur was a starter, even if Shedeur Sanders lost against the Steelers, we didn't know what the outcome was going to be. You might have projected it, but with Zappe, you know the outcome. Here's the actual facts. The last time he faced the Steelers, he had 9 for 28, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. You guys could take that as he's either great or he's a mistaken to be made of, because that's what they tried to use to say he's so far better than Shedeur Sanders. But we're not going to get into that because the Cleveland media, they hate Shedeur Sanders. This is G. Bush homeboys. And I'm not coming at G. Bush. I'm coming at his homeboys. They seem to throw Shedeur under the bus as if he's the guy who decided to be third string because he's trash. He's the guy who decided not to be ready.
Bailey Zappe should be backup, I think.
Really?
I do. I mean, I think that Shedeur's not ready to play. When you're the third string quarterback, that means that you are not close to getting in the game. When you're the backup, you got to be prepared like a starter. Shedeur Sanders on Sunday, if Dillon Gabriel goes down on Sunday, Shedeur Sanders, if he's the backup, is in the game.
Yeah.
The season's probably already cooked. I don't think they're going to win many games. But in terms of, you will start to get blown out. He's not ready to play.
So if you put Bailey Zappe in the game, Bailey Zappe is not good.
No, he's not good. But you can't just be like, okay, well, let's just put this guy out there and see what happens. Bailey Zappe should be the backup.
Salute to G. Bush for standing on business in front of his own conglomerate peers. But these guys, they're in love with anything that's not named Shedeur Sanders. And that's my proof right there. Like G. Bush said, what you're going to get with Zappe? We seen what we got with Flacco. We definitely seen what we got with the scrub Dillon Gabriel. But that guy just said, oh, you know they're going to get blown out with Shedeur. How the hell do we know this? And that's how these group of people feel about us. Let me go to a video that show you who are these group of people.
Do you have anything that shows you're the owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
We don't have to go too far.
Hey, how are you? Can I help you? Are you the owner? Can I help you? I said, are you the owner?
This is private property. Can I help you?
Are you the owner?
Can I help you?
Are you the owner?
There's an owner of the building and other people that are renting this.
Are you the owner of this place right here?
I cannot answer that.
Okay. Well, I own the building.
You own the building?
Yes.
Okay, so then why do you ask?
Because I've never met you if you own this place. Are you the tenant?
I'm the tenant.
Okay.
So can we stop videoing?
Why?
Because this is private property.
I own the property.
So I'm the tenant.
Who owns where you're standing?
I'm renting this.
Okay, so I'm asking, can we finish talking? All right. Adios. That guy's fucking insane.
I just over with him, honestly.
Okay.
Do you have anything that shows you're the owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. That's what it looked like.
Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that the one you guys were talking about? He had a bunch of tanning. Yeah. Is that kind of like your brand or?
Yeah.
Where's this at?
This is here. This is what it's going to look like.
Oh, this is what it's going to look like.
Yeah. It looks so different.
So the signage isn't like a business name signage. Like
Yeah.
you're doing signs. You're just waiting for tenants to come in to put.
For sure. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think it was just a miscommunication, both parties.
Oh, there's no miscommunication on our part.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm listening to your story. I'm listening to his story. There's always a gray area, and that's where the truth lays in. He could definitely be pretending. People lie to us all the time, and they change personalities. Like, boom,
Is he the tenant?
I have no idea who it is.
Let me see, because I've emailed the tenant. This is him. That's him.
I mean, yeah, that's him right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his face.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry you wasted y'all's time. All right.
It's clarified for the
Yeah.
future, so
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
You seen the woman cop trying to make excuse for racism, and that's what we typically have to deal with, and that's why I showed that example. So shout out to G. Bush for being amongst weirdos. I'm gonna call those guys that because their truth always comes out. Now, Emmanuel Aiko proved my point when he echoed the same sentiments of what I had to say.
Joe Flacco officially starting for the Bengals this week on 4 days' notice. What are we supposed to expect? And honestly, regardless of how you feel about Shedeur Sanders, you should feel bad for Shedeur at this point. At the point in which the Browns are talking about taking a kid off of practice squad and making him the number 2 quarterback over Shedeur, what's really going on? We're breaking all of it down. Speakeasy, 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time.
What's really going on? And I know what's going on. The Cleveland media loves any trash can player that's not named Shedeur Sanders. They get happy for a Super Bowl.
Big thanks to Bailey Zappe official.
Yeah, Bailey Zappe's official.
Super Bowl!
No, shut up. No.
Super Browns!
No.
Yeah, idiots like that. Now, let me just be honest, and I want Zappe to come in the room right quick before we get out of this video. Listen to me, guys. So when we see headlines saying Bailey Zappe is the number 2, don't just read it like a football move. Read it like a business chess piece that exposes what's been wrong with the Browns for years. And as always, DJ BlessOne told y'all the truth before the mainstream even touched it. That's just who I am because I'm grassrooted. I'm the people's champ. Listen to me. And as always, DJ BlessOne will speak to you guys because I love you guys. I will give you the cold cut truth before any mainstream or your favorite YouTubers even touch it. This isn't about talent. It's about politics, pride, and power. Stay tuned. We're going live to break this down fully a couple of, maybe a day from now. I will do a perfect live for you guys because over here on Ismokehiphop Live, we keep it real, raw, and respectful. No agendas, just facts. Ladies and gentlemen, give me my theme song. I'm out of here. This is bigger than football. It's deeper than football.
I've been broke so many times.